Hey peoples, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, y'all know like I'm usually upstairs in my room and like it's set up and everything. Here comes a fucking exposure, bitch. I'm outside and I'm in the car because like my family had to go to a bridal shower and I'm not invited. Like, what the fuck? So I'm in the car, but I'm over here reading up things and like, oh my god, you ever hear the birds? The birds is pretty. This bitch is about to hit this fucking thing. Anyways, so I'm in the car and I'm like reading up about things, and I don't know why, like I'm so compelled to talk about ELLIOT Page, formerly known as like Ellen Page. Like, I used to adore Ellen Page. Like, she was one of my favorite actresses. I love Juno. I love so many different other movies that she's been in. But now, after reading her memoir and like, reading articles about it and listening to her story about how traumatized she is from what happened to her in the acting industry in Hollywood, it goes to show why Ellen Page is Elliot Page today and why she is trans now. You guys, it's really sad. I was reading about an article and it was talking about how growing up, she had a lot of different mental issues going on. Like, she would, like, it was obvious that she was fighting something within herself, and that she was very confused growing up, that, she would look in the mirror and, like, she would hit her head, like, with a hairbrush and not like who she sees, looking back at her. And, you know, what made her try to like herself more is that she went into acting. But as she went to acting as a young age, like child stars who grow up and go straight into acting like at a young age, something's always wrong with them. Like, they have to act like someone else to get away from who they truly are. You know what I mean? And even though she was acting, she loved acting, stuff like that, these men, these gross, disgusting, pedophilic men in the industry was abusing her. And something about her talking about how they was abusing her, there was one guy that, like, he held her down, took off her clothes, talking about how, like, he wants to eat her out and stuff like that. Gross shit like that, you know what I mean? And after that, I really feel like she was traumatized. So what she wanted to do is just strip away who she truly is, which is being a gay woman. And she went to being a man. And after reading, this article about this and where she talked about her memoir, I was like, this is probably why a lot of women are transitioning to men. And maybe it's because of trauma, or like, not having the best relationship with men and men treating them wrong, that makes them become trans, And I used to like refrain from thinking that, because I'm like, like, I don't know why, because I feel like, when you're trans, you have gender dysphoria. She talked about how, like, she didn't like who she was, like, looking back at her in the mirror and stuff like that as a young child. But I really do think what made Elliot Page push to become trans is because of the trauma that these men put her through, on top of the mental illness that she was going through with not feeling confident within herself as being a gay woman. And it goes to show that, like, there is like an epidemic going on, especially with these companies that, are pushing puberty blockers onto children, onto people, especially women right now. Like, I think that a lot of women are very insecure with themselves, and they have a lot of trauma with, different men and stuff like that. So it makes them want to strip away from who they truly are, even though they probably are just a masculine woman and just can't accept it. So what they're doing, they're literally turning trans and fall into this agenda, thinking that, like, oh, I have gender dysphoria, but really they're just traumatized from, like, sexual abuse, bad relationships with men, or just blatant insecurities of themselves. And it's really sad how, women are not letting themselves become, I don't even know, like masculine women and being lesbian and being fine with that instead of just mutilating themselves and thinking that's going to solve everything. But like in the like, I really think that it just causes when trans women and trans men, and after a long while, I think, I mean, as we see with the detransitioners, I think that they regret it after a while because it's that dopamine rush of like changing yourself and like having a different appearance, stuff like that, and identity. And then you start to see them detransition after a while, It's like, it's really interesting, honestly. And I feel so bad for people like that because, like, you know, she even talked about how she would try to pee standing up, even though she had a vagina. I'm referring to ELLIOT Page, Ellen Page, whatever. As a gay man, remember when I talked about how like I went through like a stage where I felt like I was a girl and a boy because felt like I was very dysphoric with myself. I think that's a natural process that all of us have growing up and stuff like that. Especially if you are, there's a lot of stigma around being gay. There's a lot of stigma around being feminine and a gay man. So what we try to do, we try to think that like, oh, as a man, I want to sit down and pee. That makes me a woman. Like, no, it's just like, that's just you being comfortable with who you are. Like, there's a lot of things that like, as I read, it's like, I used to do that too. Like, I used to be mad at myself too. I used to say like, oh my God, like why you had to be, my phone's heating up, but I used to be like, God, like, why would you make me like this? Like, why did I have to be like, I would scream myself. Like, it's just like a lot of trauma and stuff like that like a lot of us gay people go through too. Like, especially with the stigma around being homosexual. And I think that now what's going on, they're forcing a lot of us to become trans, even though if we're a man and we be feminine, or like if we're a girl and we're masculine and stuff like that, and we have mental issues, stuff like that. So it's a lot, but also like I might have to finish this at home because like my phone's like heating up, and I would talk to y'all when I get home, okay? Because we need to really talk about this. Okay, you guys, so I'm back home. I may look crazy because like it's literally like 4 a.m. right now, and I've been out all night, so it's just a lot been going on. So let me get my stuff together. Okay, I feel like I made my lips like entirely too big, but anyways, we're gonna keep going. What I last started off was, first of all, I'm gonna say like, yes, it's like 4 a.m. right now, and yes, I was out with family all night, and we just been having a kiki, and I'm also a little tipsy, so it is what it is. Like, like this is real Bruce, like period. But anyways, I need to move back. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying to say, like, as I was continuing on, like, I'm not trying to say, like, all of us have mental issues. I think I'm perfectly fine, okay? Like, I'm not fucking insane. I can read and write. Like, I can count. I'm not retarded, okay? But, like, I think for the majority of other, like, LGBT people, there is some mental issues that arises with certain people, especially transgenders. And I think now these pharmaceutical companies, they have their marks on these depressed, mentally ill, autistic, transgender people, and they come after people, and some of them are celebrities, like Elliot Page, Ellen Page, whatever. She also, the people that they pander to and try to mutilate themselves and to promote it so they can get more money, like it's all a scheme at the end of the day. And to be honest, like most of these people are just like traumatized, probably sexually abused children or grown adults that just like hate themselves, and they just turn to mutilating themselves. Like it's just, that's really the hard truth, and there's nothing else, and no one else can try to like fool me or like try to say that like I'm wrong about. Like it's just as I'm looking at these transitioners and listening to different stories of trans people like Ellen Page, it goes to show that there is some type of patterns with a lot of these people that end up, becoming trans. Like there is some traumatic stuff that has happened to them in their life, like Ellen Page talking about the sexual abuse that happened in Hollywood. That really, I truly feel like that the reason why she changed herself from woman to male is simply because of how, she has self-hatred of being a gay masculine woman. And she doesn't want men to be attracted to her. She wants women to be attracted to her. And men have taken advantage of her, according to her memoir. And I truly think that that is a lot of people's stories out there. If you go listen to detransitioner stories, it's a lot of their stories. And it's very interesting, really. And what really makes me sick is that these pharmaceutical companies that is continuously pitting, promoting this hormone therapy and stuff like that to these children and these young adults, they are preying on these people's insecurities and mental issues and stuff like that. That's just how I feel about that. It's really sad. It's just a thought, like something that I really wanted to talk about with you guys. I know, like, this video is like all over the place, but I hope you understand what I mean by this and why I think it's so detrimental for these celebrities to promote this stuff and think that it's normal when really they're just insecure human beings who are also mentally ill that also hate themselves. And I think that it's wrong to try to trans the kids or trans a young adult that is just not given the proper therapy or guidance to actually just love themselves for who they are, which is why a lot of them are actual, like, gay masculine women or gay feminine men. That's just all it is. Like, it's so sad. It's almost like how, in Saudi Arabia, like, they only allowed the gay men to be gay. They, like, actually trans them and try to turn them to women and actually mutilate their bodies because homosexuality is so stigmatized there. But here we say that it's love and it's acceptance and love here, but really it's just like the same thing, but over here it's colored in a different way to seem like it's all good, but it's really not. Everything's so, it's like actual homophobia, you know what I mean? Like, it's like actual homophobia, and no one wants to really talk about that. But anyway, it's like everyone has internalized homophobia, but they want to call me a bigot. I would say, like, I'm transphobic, homophobic to myself. It's like I'm living, breathing gay man. I am the they them that everyone wants to be. Honestly, like, people always come for me, tell me that, like, I'm projecting that I want to be trans, or I want to be a they them. I need to come out, some shit like that. It's like, boo, you want to be like me. I don't have to, like, put a label on me to feel special about myself. I'm already special, bitch. Like, fuck you. I'm already perfect. I'm already special. Like, you got me fucked all the way up, honestly. I really hate these people out here that really try to, like, project their own insecurities onto other people because I tell the truth about how they just put labels on themselves to feel special, period. But anyways, I'm going on to my other topic that I really wanted to talk to you guys about, which is Justin Bieber's dad, Jeremy Bieber. I am so happy that someone that is a celebrity that is from, like, like, someone that's so big as Justin Bieber, his father to come out and push back on the pride stuff and, like, speak out against Target and stuff like that, I think it's so commendable. I praise celebrities. I don't care if it's their A-list celebrities, mom or dad or whatever like that. I think it's great that people like Jeremy Bieber to come out and actually be like, you gay motherfuckers out there, you need to think a straight person that you're here. Like, stop trying to, like, look down on on heterosexuality and make it seem like that, like, we have to, like, put homosexuality in the forefront of everything. It's like, no, like, you wouldn't be here if a man and a woman, two grown adults, did not come together and make your ass, bitch. So you should be happy. There should actually be a straight Pride Month, honestly. Like, it honestly should be. But, like, you see how stupid that would be is because straight people are already naturally within the order, so, like, they don't even have to prove themselves. But gays, we always have to prove ourselves to act like that, like we're still oppressed, or like we're not normalized in our society when we're already normalized in our society. I mean, like, if you are trying to make something normal, maybe it's not that normal, you know what I mean? Or maybe it's not that natural. And from the begin with, I'm really so sick of Pride Month. I'm so sick of everything. Like, when my family was like going to ask me, like, to go to Pride Month with them, I was like, no, I'm not going to fucking Pride Month. That's fucking stupid. Because like, why should I be prideful of my sexuality when I know who I am? I'm more than my sexuality, you know? I think it's time, when you grow up and realize your worth, you don't have to like be prideful of one thing of yourself, which is your sexuality, to feel like you are worth something. You know what I mean? Like a lot of you people out here that's like 50 years old going to Pride, or like 30 years old going to Pride, like you are so embarrassing. Like I cringe. And even these like right wingers that go out to Pride, I see you bitches out there. You go to Pride. I'm just going for the party. It's like, no, you're not, bitch. You're going there to be like, yeah, I'm gay and I'm proud. Yeah, bitch. Like I see you, bitch. Like fuck out. Get the fuck out of my face. Y'all are so phony. Like why y'all are so fucking phony? Like why are you celebrating Pride for? Why? Why? I don't see no incentive of why you should go to Pride. I honestly don't. And I'm so happy that Jeremy Bieber, Justin Bieber's dad, came out and spoke out against Pride Month. And like, you know, he said that he has gay family members, gay friends, stuff like that. But still, at the end of the fucking day, you should not be trying to push this trans agenda onto children. You shouldn't try to push gay stuff onto children, like especially in schools right now. And which is why those Muslim people, which I totally disagree with them, like letting those kids go to the fucking protests.
All right, we're here currently at the protest. We got a bunch of young kids here with their Arab parents, and they are stomping the pride flag here at the protest. The Arab community is sending a message, I believe, to the woke that they are not
like, hey, we got kids here. We got kids here at the protest to show y'all that they are against the LGBT agenda. It's like, you don't need to bring your fucking kids to no fucking rally, bitch. Like, leave your fucking kids at home. That's also another thing too. Like, you shouldn't be trying to groom your kids to hate certain political things. Like, you as a parent should go out there and fight for your kids. Let the kids be kids, okay? Period. Like, why are you letting them go out there and protest and stuff like that? Like, they're grown adults. Like, leave them fucking kids home, bitch. Like, it just doesn't make sense with me. I don't, like, either way, I think you should just let the kids be kids. Why are you trying to take them to rallies? I think it's gross. I honestly don't like it. And someone's like, oh my God, it's so base. Like, no, it's not, bitch. It's not base at all. Have your fucking brain. Like, stop being a fucking pick me. I really hate everybody. Like, I really do. It's just so annoying. Like how everyone thinks that it's okay to let a child go to protest and because they are trying to fight against something that, you know, that they're passionate about. You know what I mean? Them kids are no shit. Like let them kids stay home, bitch. And you be the parent and you go out there and fight, okay? Don't be performative. I don't like performative shit. That's not my vibe. That's why I would never go to protest, because all you bitches is funny. But yeah, I'm happy that there are like celebrities coming out and talking about this stuff, or like, you know, retweeting, or like, you know, liking things. Like there's also this one guy from that plays in Shazam. I forgot what his name is. I think his name is Zachary something. I really adore him. I love his movies, and I'm happy that he's not woke. I'm happy that he's out here speaking against the corrupt bullshit that's going on here in America. And it's I love celebrities that just come out and speak the fuck out. You know, I don't care how big they are. I don't care how fucking small they are. To me, they're a fucking celebrity. And I think that if they are following people that we know that is anti-woke, I truly feel like that they are on our side, and that they are the ones who can like put us forward out, you know, get our movement forward. You know me, I don't feel like I'm in the movement. I just feel like I'm here to speak on what's right and what's wrong. But when it comes to the movement that's right in my eyes, I think that they are helping us to get forward. And that's what we need, especially with Gen Z right now. Like, Gen Z is fucking dumb. Look at what's going on with the voting. Like, they are voting blue outright, bitch. So we need to get more people that is, like, cool, like me, that will be on our side, you know, but also we have to have some type of compassion. We also have to have some kind of middle ground. I've even seen some people that are leftists that follow me was like, that's so fucking wrong that people that are letting their child go to protest too, like, it's also grooming as well. And I was like totally fucking agree. It's fucking stupid. Leave them fucking kids at home. We should not be trying to groom kids to hate certain types of people. It should be all love and respect at the end of the day, but also respect other people's opinions and let the kids be kids. Period. You know, like, it's simple as that. But anyways, like, I seen people like give him backlash, stuff like that, call him homophobic. It's not homophobic to not like sexuality being pushed on children. Is actually very perverted, if you ask me, okay? Anyways, you guys, I don't have enough of time. You know, it's very late here, and I hope you understand what I mean in this video. I know this video is like all over the place, but y'all know I love to come on here and chat with you guys and really just cut up with you guys. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I feel like my last video was probably better than this one, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to be yourself, no one else. I have to fucking go. I'm fucking tired. Even though I freshened up good, right? Like, I freshened up good, right? Anyways, hopefully there's some good gems in this video. I don't fucking know what I said at the beginning, but I love you guys. Don't forget to check out my Amazon storefront and my Depop as well. That's in the link in the description as well. And yeah, bye.